So if I could choose only one gun to have for the rest of my life, or one gun for a fucking, zombie apocalypse, whatever you can think of. If I were to only choose one gun, it would obviously be a shotgun. And that's pretty simple to answer if anybody's wondering why, like, does capacity matter, whatever. Capacity does make a difference. If you got a lot of rounds in your magazine, that's going to make a whole lot of a difference, but nothing beats 12 gauge shotgun. Using double-aught buck, triple-aught buck, whatever you got, between 8, 9 pellets, 10 pellets flying at you at, like, the same speeds as 9 mil. So, that's pretty devastating. But not just that. Drones, too. In this new age of warfare, we've seen, in the Ukraine war, what drones and stuff can do. And a $500 drone with some ordnance, or a $200 drone with some ordnance, can take out $1 million tank. So that's probably why I'd choose a shotgun. We just had an incident not too long ago where a bunch of drones, allegedly from Iran, were hovering over New Jersey and various other places. Those were about the size of a small minivan. If a shotgun would, I don't think a shotgun would do a whole lot to that. You'd have to be pretty good at aiming, and you'd have to know all the critical points and stuff. But a shotgun is like in my opinion, some people might rip me up on this, some people might not, but this is basically the Swiss Army knife of guns. This is like your one gun basically does all. Door breaching, an AK can't breach doors. A M16, M4 can't breach doors, but a shotgun can. Door breaching loads, whatever. I mean, you can buy so many different things for this. You can make so many different types of ammunition for this. This is the kind of gun where if you have the means to load your own ammo, and a lot of people, at least down here in Texas, from what I've met in my area, a lot of people, they load, for some reason, their own shotguns. People in my area, they don't do like a whole lot of like rifle loads and stuff, but they load their own shotguns and stuff, and they put some pretty crazy shit in there. Like washers, bolts, bearings, whatever. Basically anything you can find. If you're out, in a shit hits the fan situation, and you got a shotgun, a whole bunch of empty shells, some gunpowder, some patches for a buffer, whatever you call it, you're still going to pretty much be in the fight as long as you got time to, load some ammo and stuff. But these things shoot anything as long as it's 12 gauge. If it can fit down this barrel, it's like a musket. It's gonna fire it. Or if it can fit in the shell, it's basically gonna fire it. And that's pretty much the reason why I choose a shotgun for if I were to only choose one gun. I could probably go on all freaking day about why I choose this thing, even over my AK. These things, this thing here, these things, they, in my experience with Mossbergs, Remingtons, it's really, really hard to break these suckers. Even Winchester. Mossberg, Remington, Winchester, it's really hard to break those. These things here, this Mossberg 590, Mossberg 590 Retrograde is what it's called, but when the Mossberg was competing for the military contract, they couldn't kill this freaking thing. This thing just kept on firing. I don't really put a whole lot of oil in this. After skeet shooting, or, I don't use this for skeet shooting. That's mostly my other one. But hardly any oil in these things. Kind of like the AK. I don't put a whole lot of oil in this. It functions. It shoots. The ammo is, well, I guess birdshot still pretty cheap. The clay pigeon shot and stuff, that's still pretty cheap. But really, what attracts me to this is the fact that I can make my own loads. I don't gotta have a deal where I can melt down lead, or melt down copper or whatever into little balls and stuff. So I can just load washers and stuff in this. Double-aught buck to me is like a couple, probably size 8, size 10 washer or bolt, nuts. You know, you can use a bolt too if you cut the threaded part off. But this thing here, you know, like I said earlier, you know, if this is all you got, you know, you can buy several different types of ammo for this if you don't load your own. You can buy Dragon's Breath. I hadn't really done a whole lot of research in that. I just know that it's like magnesium phosphate or something, and it burns really hot. You can buy loads that other people have made that's super crazy. Again, door breaching loads. You know, if you're in a shit hits the fan situation and you're out of supplies and you're in a neighborhood and for some reason every single door is locked, but obviously nobody's there because it's the apocalypse, well, there you go. I mean, right here, a shotgun, you know. But in the real world, I'd probably want to have a little bit more than this. If I could choose 2, it would be this and my AK. If I could choose 3, it would be this, my AK, and my FN509. But this is what I'd choose if I were to only have one gun. And you can tell, you know, it's chambered all the way up to 3-inch Magnum rounds. I really fire, you know, 2 3/4, but you know, it all works. But these things here, you know, the pump action mechanism, you know, it's time tested. You know, these things hardly ever have any troubles. They're known for their reliability. A semi-auto would probably be a lot better, but just for longevity, it would be something like this. But that's basically this video. No beer review today. It's already well past beer time and I already drank it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.